Nope is written and directed by Jordan Peele. It is his third feature film, and it stars Keke Palmer and Daniel Kaluuya, who are sons and daughters of a man who raised horses that were trained to do horseback sort of stunts for old films. During their times, though, they discover something eerie in the sky, and they discover truths that they may not have been looking for. Going into Nope, I had a lot of expectations, maybe high expectations, sure, but they definitely were set by the precedent of Get Out, and I know a lot of people don't like his second feature, Us, but I tend to really do like that movie compared to others, and I will say that this isn't what I fully expected it to be. You see, Jordan Peele was on a bit of a high rise after the first two movies, especially Get Out, and after watching those first two and hearing that the third one that he was doing, outside of the producer stuff for Candyman, which I really didn't care for too much, I was kind of like, okay, this will be a bit of a rebound for him after Candyman, establish himself a little bit more, and we'll get some better content. But after watching this movie, I will say it's not like a terrible movie by any stretch of the imagination. A lot of movies that are pretty terrible wish they could be as good as this one. But for me, it pretty much boils down to a lot of the story that they had going for it. You see, with the messages and themes that they have in this movie, it is easy to understand, and there are some things that people should probably take away from this movie. However, I do feel like you need to have a streamlined narrative throughout the entire time. There is, for example, not too much of a spoiler because it's the first thing that you see in this movie, there is a subplot that involves a chimp with an old-time TV show. And the stuff that they do with that, I think, is more horrific and horrifying compared to the rest of the entire movie. That's not to say that I don't think anything outside of that stuff wasn't scary. There were definitely scary moments involving things outside of that subplot. But for me, when watching this movie, I kind of felt myself, I wanted to get back to that stuff. I wanted to see more of that and how it developed certain people and how it shaped, people's perspectives. I wanted more of that, and with the other stuff, I was just kind of left a little bit high and dry. Although I do believe that he does a great job with his characters. Daniel Kaluuya is another movie that he is starring in for Jordan Peele. It's his second feature that he's been in for Jordan Peele, and I think these two are a pretty good match together. It's almost like, Christopher Nolan with Michael Caine in a lot of his movies. It seems like a perfect match as of right now. These guys work well off each other. Daniel Kaluuya, fantastic actor. He is so good. There's a lot of scenes where it's like reaction shots, and that's what I could say about Jordan Peele's direction as well, is he likes to hold the camera on people for as long as he possibly can. He likes to bleed out the moment, and I do enjoy that aspect of his directing style. These two work phenomenally together. And also, for me, a bit of a standout was also Keke Palmer. She's a very energetic and high, upbeat kind of person in the entire movie. And when I saw her name on it, I was kind of like, okay, cool. I haven't seen her in anything, personally in a long time, so I'd like to see what she does in this movie. And she doesn't disappoint. I think it's one of her better performances that I've ever seen. And obviously, the camera work is just next level great. There's a lot of stuff in here that at night looks better than a lot of movies with the best money and CGI could have ever asked for. The night shots are just amazing to watch. The practical effects that they use, that I'm assuming that they used for a good portion of the movie, look great. There is a lot of thrills in this movie. There is great suspense for a lot of the movie. But again, it boils down to how it sticks to landing and some of the narrative structure that they had going for the movie. In the end, I wish it tied in things a little bit better. I was let a little bit down by this movie, but it's still something I would at least say it's worth watching. I'm going to give Nope 3 stars. Thank you guys so much for watching. Look forward to more reviews very soon, and I will talk to y'all next time.